A new debut happened at SmackDown. A new addition for the Bloodline. We saw Jacob Fatu wrecking havoc. Randy Orton, Kevin Owens, and Cody Rhodes. Fightful Wrestling at Fightful. Jacob Fatu is the boost that the Bloodline 2.0 needed. Hashtag SmackDown. Puddy, what did you think about this debut? Is Jacob Fatu indeed a game changer for the Bloodline?
Apparently, somebody called him that. It's going to be a game changer. I don't know this man well enough. I don't watch MLW. His reputation precedes him. So it seems like it should be a game changer because who's really buying into this whole Bloodline 2.0 thing when we know what the end result's going to be?
Wow.
But it just feels like everyone now, the Bloodline 2.0 is complete now. You got Roman Reigns, you got the Usos, now you have Solo Sikoa.
Yeah.
I think that's Jacob Fatu's role. He's going to be their Solo, their quiet enforcer who just wreaks havoc on everybody.
I don't think
Solo's no longer anymore.
Quiet.
Solo is now the suave, well-dressed, well-spoken man, but a couple months ago he was barely talked. He was just an enforcer and a beast. He's their enforcer. He's their beast. He's their Solo Sikoa.
Jacob is not a quiet man by any means. Like if you do watch some of his work in MLW, like the dude has a lot of charisma. He can talk. He can go. I think Jacob Fatu. There was a rumor, and I don't necessarily know if it's a rumor, if it's true or whatever it was, that there was concern that Jacob Fatu could outshine Solo Sikoa. Solo Sikoa. I can't speak today. And I think he could. I'm just gonna say it. I don't see it with Solo. I don't. I just see him strictly in an enforcer role. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't see him as an A+ top tier guy. I don't think he has the charisma to do so. I think he's a physically imposing human being who can go in the ring. Nothing wrong with that. I think Jacob Fatu is more of a complete package. And I think it's going to be intriguing to see what he does. I mean, hell, I feel like there are a lot of people like you, Putty, who are not familiar with this man's work, but they recognize the name. That's it. What was your impression then? Because I feel like you are the majority of this audience. What was your impression then when you saw Jacob Fatu's debut?
Same thing as Solo's debut on main roster. He's a beast. He's the enforcer. He's a rabid. Well, he's a Wolverine. He's a Samoan Wolverine. His nickname is
Werewolf.
Sorry. Werewolf. He's going to be the enforcer. He's going to be the muscle. He's going to be the brute. I mean,
basically what I'm asking, were you impressed?
Yeah. I wasn't.
That's not convincing. That's not convincing at all.
I wasn't bored. It was only like 10 seconds. It wasn't anything
more
really.
Than that.
He beat people down and did a flying splash. The flying splash was cool. It wasn't enough for me to be like, oh my God, this guy's a game changer. I don't know his work. For those of you who do and are agreeing with the statement, okay, I'm going to succeed this opinion to you. But for me, who has only seen him for like 30 seconds, maybe a minute or two, he didn't give me much to solidly say, yeah, this guy's going to be a game changer. I haven't heard him speak. Can he cut a promo? Does he need a mouthpiece? That will have to be answered in the next couple of weeks. Well, maybe tomorrow night or tonight, but when you're listening to this, in his induction ceremony to the Bloodline. Yeah. Live from MSG.
I do wonder how much mic time they're going to give him, if any, if there is a real fear that he could overshadow Solo. I do wonder that. Like, he does have the capability of doing so, but it'd be intriguing to see. Jacob Fatu, man, like, dude, total package, man. I think that was a hell of a debut for him. Like, just looking at the names that he took out and the way that he took them out. My one critique, and it's not on him. I feel like WWE, they piped in the crowd noise at one point. I think a couple times.
Okay.
And I feel like there was no need for that.
Okay. Fair.
Because it was weird, because like you hear like random cheering, and all of a sudden you hear the natural reaction to oohs and the ahs. Sometimes silence is okay. Stunned silence into the holy shit or oh my God moments.
This is going to be the Bloodline versus the Bloodline Civil War coming up. There's three. It's Roman Reigns and the Usos versus these four. Who's the fourth member of the other Bloodline? I heard it's going to be Sami Zayn, but that makes no sense.
Could, depending how you do it. Or maybe it's Cody.
Against? Interesting. I mean, time will tell.
Or maybe Rikishi. I mean, who knows? I mean, there's so many ooses out there that they can go after.
Does Roman Reigns return at Money in the Bank to cost Solo, or does he come back at the end of SummerSlam?
We talked about this last week. You know, I think it's tricky. I mean, I think they're planting the seeds of him coming back. Might be SummerSlam.
Okay.
I could see SummerSlam because right now, what, Money in the Bank, you have that 6-man. So
try to say 6-man, yeah. So yeah, you're right.
So most likely, yeah. SummerSlam, you're gonna have like probably like a 1-on-1 of Cody and Solo.
Yeah. For some reason, I thought of Money in the Bank. Yeah, you're right. SummerSlam. Take that back.
Poor Paul, by the way.
Man, that sucks.
Roman's not coming back. What do you mean?
Why is he still there? Why you can leave? You're not hostage.
He is a hostage. You wasted to CM Punk. He's like, please take me with you.
Yeah, I heard that, but why can't he just leave? Well, just go.
Fear?
Find Roman.
I don't know. I mean, it's intriguing. He's afraid. He's afraid. I think it'll be interesting if Paul winds up getting Stockholm syndrome. I think that'll be interesting.
Maybe interesting,
right? To play off that,
need something. He can't be this cowardly person for the rest of the storyline.
Well, let's see where this goes. I think we're in chapter 1, my man. I can't wait to see what happens in chapter 2. But Puddy, let's move on.
9th inning.
I don't know anywhere anymore, right? I think
overtime.
I think I think that game is over, right? When Roman won the championship, or when he lost the championship to Cody, and now it's a new game. Now it's a new game. Same team, different game.